Welcome, dear students. Let's study a beautiful poem, A Thing of Beauty is Joy Forever, written by John Keats. I, Yogita Joshi, welcome you all to this session. I work as lecturer in English at Government Senior Secondary Smart School, Panibaga District, Mansa. Nature is the real bliss to mankind. Whenever we are in nature, we always feel happy. Our mind is free of every worry, and we forget our pains and struggles. Nature refreshes us. The poem that we are going to enjoy today is a beautiful nature poem. A thing of beauty is joy forever, written by John Keats. His poetry is full of sounds, smells, and beauties of nature. Class 11th, Section B. Poem number 6. A Thing of Beauty is Joy Forever, written by John Keats. Let's have a pre-reading activity. Dear students, you have a picture in front of you, and you are to enlist the things that you are seeing in the picture. Easy? Let's try to guess what is there in the picture. I have a suggested list for you. Dear students, you can see a road, probably a sunset, and I can see the yellowish clouds. Trees are also there. The sky is darkening. So this is nature, having so many colors and a blend of many things around it. The learning objective: by the end of this session, you will understand the glossary, the poem, and the comprehension questions of this beautiful nature poem. Before starting the poem, let me tell you about the poet. Name is John Keats. He was born on October 31st, 1795 in United Kingdom. He died on February 23rd, 1821 in Rome, Italy. He was one of the most famous nature poets. John Keats was an English romantic poet. Dear students, romantic poets are such poets who write nature poems and try to depict the supernatural, mystical joy that is embedded in nature. John Keats is one of the most beloved English poets. His poetry mainly consists of sensual imagery. When you read poems written by John Keats, you can really feel the smells, the sounds, and the pictures with your own senses. But sadly, he died at the age of 26. But even by the age of 26, he has done a tremendous work. Let us go through the glossary to understand the poem in a better way. Word number 1, pronounce with me, bower. Bower. It means a pleasant place in the shade under trees. As you can see in the picture, we have trees and there is a shady part in the trees. That pleasant place is known as bower. Second word is despondence. Despondence. It means sad. Number 3, grandeur. Grandeur. It means great and impressive in appearance. Fourth word is brink. Brink. It means edge. Last word is immortal. Immortal. That lives or lasts forever. Let's pronounce the words once again. Pronounce with me. Bower, despondence, grandeur, brink, immortal. Very good. Let's move on. Dear students, now I'll recite the entire poem for you. First of all, you will enjoy the complete recitation of the text with me. Later on, we'll discuss the poem stanza-wise. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but still will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth of notable natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways, made for our searching, yes, in spite of all. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting shady boon. For simple sheep and such are daffodils, with green world they live in and clear rills, that for themselves a cooling covert make. Gainst the hot season the mid-forest break, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the tombs we have imagined for the mighty dead, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from heaven's brink. Students, I have recited the complete poem for you, and I hope you have loved it. Now let us discuss the poem stanza-wise. In the beginning of the poem, the poet is saying that a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Whenever we enjoy the beauties of nature, it is not time-bound. It remains in our memories forever. Its loveliness never ceases. It never passes into nothingness. Its loveliness increases day by day. And we always keep these type of beauties of nature in our memories. The poet says that a bower quiet for us. When we try to have rest in the lap of the nature, even the bower is quiet to help us to relax. And it also helps us to have a sound sleep in which we have sweet dreams. Consequently, we get good health and quiet breathing. It means nature always bestows us with good health, peace, and enjoyment. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. The writer says that in this way, while relaxing in the lap of the nature, every day, every morning, we feel a special kind of attachment to the nature. Despite of the sadness that we may feel, despite of the fact that human life is not perfect, despite of the fact that we always don't have everything that we wish that we should have, still we feel happy when we are in the lap of nature. We feel complete when we are amidst nature. The poet says that of noble natures of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways, made for our searching, yes, in spite of all. Whenever we are sad, whenever we have bad days, whenever we are unhealthy. Why are we unhealthy? Because our ways of living are not in sync with the nature. Whenever we feel such a gloom, such a sadness, we try to search. We try to search good health, peace. Consequently, we try to search nature. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall, and in such a situation, we go in the lap of the nature. During vacations, after long months of hard work, we try to lower our pain by going into nature and by enjoying the beauty of the nature. From our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, trees, old and young, sprouting shady boon. So, everything that is a part of the nature helps to revive us from our dark spirits. Whether it is sun, the moon, whether these are trees, whether the trees are young or old, whether there is a sprouting bower, the shady boon is always there for us. Nature is our mother. For simple sheep and such are daffodils, with the green worlds they live in, and clear rills. When we have a beautiful surrounding around us, in which we have so many flowers, beautiful golden flowers like daffodils, and simple sheep are roaming around. There is greenery all around, and it is a peaceful countryside. At that time, we feel in sync with the nature, and we feel a divine relaxation within our souls, that for themselves a cooling coat make gainst the hot season, the mid-forest break. Even when the season is hot, even when the temperature of earth is high, nature always gives a cooling effect to us. Even if the season is hot, we can go in the mid-forest for a break, and we feel cool. Rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms. Dear students, the poet here is talking about the beauty of the musk roses. When they are blooming, they are so beautiful and they smell so beautiful. Their fragrance is enlivening the entire atmosphere. And when we visit that place, we are also filled with beautiful life. We feel exuberant. We have imagined for the mighty dead an endless fountain of the immortal drink, and such beauty of the nature makes us immortal. We feel free from every disease, from every sadness, and from every pain, pouring onto us from the heaven's spring. Whenever we are in the lap of nature, we always feel it that it is heavenly. This was the complete analysis of the poem, my dear students. Now, let's have an interesting post-reading activity. Quite interesting and easy for you. You are to underline the odd word. The first one is done for you. Let's start. Number 1. Gloomy, ominous, happy, depressing, dismal. Dear students, in the first example, all the words like gloomy, ominous, depressing, dismal are synonyms of sad. So the odd word here is happy. Right. Now the next example is to be done by you. Covert, secret, concealed, hidden, open. Yes, very easy. Covert, secret, concealed, hidden, they are the words just the opposite to open. So the odd word is open. Now your turn. Number 3. Grandeur, splendor, tiny, magnificence, opulence. Number 4. Immortal, ugly, eternal, everlasting, unending. Okay, number 5. Brink, edge, threshold, rim, center. Find odd words. I hope you have guessed. Let us check. Okay. In third sentence, grandeur, splendor, tiny, magnificence, opulence. The odd word is tiny because all the other words are opposite of tiny. Number 4. Immortal, ugly, eternal, everlasting, unending. Dear students, except ugly, all the other words are referring to a thing that is forever. Ugly is not a synonym, so it is odd one out. Number 5. Brink, edge, threshold, rim. They depict the side of something, and it is not aligned with center, so odd word is center. Now it's time for the central idea of the poem. The poet has written beautiful things of nature, and the imagery has been used. Why? What is the reason behind? Let us find out by discussing the central idea. A beautiful thing is a source of eternal joy. Its attractiveness grows with the passage of time, and its impact never fades away. Dear students, the poet is saying that if nature is giving us joy, that joy is not a timely joy. It is not short-lived. It is forever in our mind. And the attractiveness of its memories always grow with the passage of time. And its impact is never lighter Even at depressing moments, beauty dispels the pall of sadness from our spirits. So, even if we are sad or depressed, beauty of nature can heal us. We feel fresh, happy, and healthy in the lap of nature. Nature is like a mother to human spirits. It enriches and enlightens human spirit. If man learns to coexist with nature peacefully, the quality of life will be incredible, as we have seen during the lockdown days. Dear students, when we were still at homes, when the nature was untouched, when we were not spoiling the nature with the vehicles, the aeroplanes, the nature was cleaning itself. The nature revived within a few days. And that is the message of this poem, that we should learn to coexist with nature. And that coexistence should be peaceful. We should not harm nature for our own benefits. As you know, human beings spoil nature. Not only nature, but the other beings are also tortured by human beings for one or another thing. So, the central idea of the poem says that nature is our mother, nature is the ultimate beauty, and nature has the healing effects on our spirits. Dear students, comprehend questions. Time for comprehension questions. Dear students, these questions will be a part of your examination. First question: why does the poet think that a thing of beauty is a source of eternal joy? Answer: he thinks so because the memories of nature beauty remain embedded in our mind. These memories give us the same joy whenever we recall those beautiful moments. With the passage of time, these memories become more valuable. All these things have been discussed in the first stanza of the poem. Question number 2. What, according to the poet, keeps us attached to this nature? Dear students, in the second stanza, the poet says that the beauty of nature and our connectivity to it always keeps us attached to this earth. Otherwise, we lose a connection with self as well as this earth. Question number 3. How does eternal beauty helps us to cheer up our spirits or clear our despondence or sadness? We have read in the poem, and we have also experienced in life, that the divine beauty and selfless service of nature to mankind has a relieving effect on us. Modern world is competitive and stressful. When we go in the lap of nature, it calms down our soul and heals us. Question number 4. Where do the musk roses bloom? Answer: musk roses bloom in the moist places of mid-forest, where the earth gets continuous sprinkle. In the mid of the forest, because of the rain, we have many moist places, and on these moist places we have beautiful musk roses. Question number 5. Name some objects of beauty mentioned in the poem. Poem is full of such words: a bower, morrow, a flowery bed, the sun, the moon, young and old trees, simple sheep, daffodils, the green world, and fair musk roses are objects of beauty mentioned in the poem. Question number 6. Apart from nature, which other objects are mentioned in the poem as source of beauty? Answer. Such objects are sweet dreams, health, immortal drink, and quiet breathing. All these things highlight the effect of nature on our soul, which is relaxing. Question number 7. How is beauty of nature nectar, means immortal drink? As nectar is believed to be a heavenly blessing, which makes man immortal. Similarly, beauty of nature also has same effects on us. The loveliness of nature is such a nectar which gives joy, calmness, good health, peace, and long life to human beings. Nature heals every human ailment like the elixir. Now read the following lines and answer the questions given below. We have already discussed the meaning of these lines while we were paraphrasing the poem. Some shape of beauty moves away the pall. From our dark spirits such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady moon. For simple sheep and such are daffodils. Question number 1. What moves away from the pall from our dark spirits? Some shapes of nature's beauty move away the pall of our dark spirits, which means nature gives us eternal joy. Question number 2. Name the heavenly bodies mentioned in the above lines. Answer. The heavenly bodies, of course, are the sun and the moon. Question number 3. Why does the poet think that the trees, sheep, and daffodils can cheer up our gloomy spirit? Answer. The effect of the beauty and simplicity of trees, flowers, birds, sheep, and daffodils de-stress human mind. We all know that modern life is and tension. The agony of modern competitive world darkens human spirit and makes it gloomy, that is sad. The charms of nature's beauty destroy that gloomy mood and helps us to feel charming again. Nature makes human spirit joyful again. Question number 4. Do you think that only daffodils can cheer our spirits up, or other flowers can also do the same? Give reasons for your answer. Daffodils and all other flowers add beauty to the materialistic world, so their effect is the same. Their charm enlightens gloomy human spirits and fills it with eternal joy. Question number 5. List the 2 rhyming words in the passage. 2 rhyming words are moon and boon. This is the end of the session, my dear students, and it is an initiative taken by Department of School Education, Punjab. Thank you, dear students. Have a nice time.